Welcome to Wednesday Wellness Debrief, your journey to wellness and maternal health. I'm your host, Brittany, and today we're talking about something fundamental to cultural wellness, historically Black colleges, or the acronym HBCUs. If you're finding our content helpful, please take a moment to follow us on your favorite podcast platform, like this episode, and subscribe so you don't miss on any future discussions. But first, maternal health in the news. We're highlighting a fantastic initiative that's making waves, and for all fellow makeup lovers out there, you're going to love this. While I was scrolling through Instagram, sometime last month, the Birth Fund, an organization dedicated to addressing maternal health disparities and increasing access to quality care, has recently announced an exciting collaboration with MAC Cosmetics. And if you don't know, since 1994, MAC Viva Glam has raised over 520 million United States dollars globally to support women, girls, the LGBTQ plus community, and people living with or affected by HIV/AIDS. This particular partnership aims to raise awareness and provide essential resources to birthing parents, especially those in underserved communities. And the times we're in now, anything helps. This collaboration is beautiful and it is an example of how different industries can come together to support crucial health initiatives. I've already picked my color, Viva Heart, before my DC trip last week. We'll be keeping a close eye on their progress, and I've put a link in the description to encourage you to learn more about the Birth Fund and purchase a tube if you have the funds to help a birthing family in need. And that's it for maternal health in the news. As an HBCU graduate from the illustrious Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, we're just going to say FAMU, even though I may go into saying the full name from time to time. I can tell you firsthand that attending an HBCU is a unique and transformative experience. It's also an experience that runs in my family. I am not the first FAMU alumni. So you're probably asking, Brittany, that sounds awesome. You sound very proud of your school. It runs deep in your family. But what is an HBCU? At its core, an HBCU is an institution of higher learning in the United States that was established before 1964. With the principal mission of educating Black Americans, I want you to keep the year 1964 in mind. That year was a pivotal movement in the civil rights movement. That's when the Civil Rights Act was passed, formally outlawing segregation. I want to add that my alma mater, FAMU, was founded in 1887. That's 77 years before the Civil Rights Act was passed. Black students faced legal and social barriers that made it incredibly difficult and often impossible to attend historically white institutes. HBCUs are created to fill that void and are a direct response to a segregated society, built on the principle that Black minds deserve access to education opportunity. And my family members that attended before the passing of the Civil Rights Act, it was an honor to go to a HBCU. That was a privilege. And I think that's lost upon a lot of people today, but going to expand your education as a Black person is really important. And like I said, Black minds deserve access to education and opportunity. Now, I want you to guess how many HBCUs you think there are in the United States. You have your answer? It's 107. There are 107 historically Black colleges and universities in the United States. But I want to say HBCUs aren't just schools, they are family. The cultural wellness provided by an HBCU environment is the key reason they matter so much. They offer a space where Black students can learn and grow without the pressure of being a minority. This fosters a sense of belonging and identity. And I will say that is a huge reason why I went to FAMU. I grew up in predominantly white spaces. I was the only chocolate chip in the cookie, if you will. And I wanted to be, I think Olandra from Love Island said it best, I'm going to be a minority the rest of my life. For the next 4 to 5 years, I would like to be in the majority and understand how that feels. This fosters a sense of strong belonging and identity in the place where Black history and culture are not just a footnote, but central to the curriculum and the campus experience. This includes everything from traditions of the marching band to discussions in sociology class. And at FAMU, they made us take a mandatory class before you can graduate called the African American Experience. I know some people roll their eyes, but I found great value in that class. Again, I went to predominantly white schools growing up where my history was the footnote in the textbook. I'm very fortunate my mom was really integral in making sure I understood that I am not just a footnote, but that African American experience class also educated me. We're not a footnote. We have a long, complicated history in this country, and it deserves to be told and it deserves to be seen and acknowledged. HBCUs are a supportive environment that acknowledges and celebrates the unique experiences of Black people, which is so crucial for mental and emotional well being. But beyond cultural support, HBCUs have been instrumental in creating the Black middle and upper class. They produce leaders in every field imaginable. Figures like Oscar winning filmmaker Spike Lee. He's done School Days, Do the Right Thing, and that new Hurricane Katrina documentary on Netflix that I just started watching. It's actually really good. And he graduated from Morehouse College. Althea Gibson, the first Black female athletes to cross the color lines in international tennis. Without her, we wouldn't have the Serena Williams and the Coco Gauffs, the Naomis. She is a graduate of my university, FAMU. And of course, Oprah Winfrey. It's just Oprah. And she's a graduate from Tennessee State University. Those are just a few countless changemakers who have attended HBCUs. And you know, we can't leave without talking about healthcare. HBCU medical schools have a disproportionately large impact. Currently, there are 4 HBCUs with medical schools. And word on the street is 2 new medical schools will be opening, which I'm really excited about that. But HBCU medical schools have been responsible for graduating a significant percentage of the nation's Black doctors. I found this 2024 Forbes article, quote, "The importance of Black medical schools and Black doctors," end quote. So basically, 5.7% of US physicians identify as Black or African American. But nearly 70% of Black physicians have attended HBCUs, which basically signifies the impact HBCUs have on both undergraduate and graduate school levels on the pathway of future physicians. I want you to really think of that. HBCUs graduate 70% of Black physicians. This is really critical because Black doctors are more likely to serve underserved communities and provide culturally competent care, which can directly improve health outcomes for Black patients. They've done this by providing a high quality education and honestly a strong network of alumni who are dedicated to lifting each other up. This network effect is a powerful form of cultural wellness, and I will attest to that. How I started my career is because of a FAMU alumni. That's how I got my first big girl corporate job. The network effect is a powerful form of cultural wellness, providing students with mentors, connections that last a lifetime. In a world where systematic barriers still exist, because they still exist, the strong community provides a powerful antidote, providing the excellence and success can be achieved against all odds. And I will state that I would not be who I am today if I did not go to a HBCU, and I will always advocate for education, but especially for HBCU education. This week, I want to talk about something personal. We've talked on the show about the challenges families face and the need for better resources and training for those who support them. That's why I'm asking you to help us with an event called The Climb, a program of Postpartum Support International. The Climb is the world's largest event dedicated to raising awareness and understanding perinatal mental health disorders. The Climb is more than just a name. It represents the uphill battle many families and professionals face every day. Our team is climbing to raise money to help make that journey a little easier. When you donate to our team, you're not just giving money, you're directly contributing to free resources for families and providing critical training for both clinical and non-clinical providers. Every dollar helps, gives families the support they need to ensure that those who work with them have the best training possible. And because PSI is a registered nonprofit, your donation is tax deductible. I left the link in the show notes below if you choose to donate and join us in making the climb accessible in my backyard. Thank you. And that's our show for today. Thank you for joining me as we reflect on the importance of HBCUs. They are a living reminder that nurturing our cultural roots is a vital part of our collective wellness journey. If you're enjoying this episode, please tap the subscribe button wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribing is completely free, and it's the easiest way to make sure our empowering conversations on maternal health, wellness show up on your feed every week. I want to hear from you. What are your biggest takeaways today? Join our community on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at PVF Tribe, PVF_tribe, and let's continue the conversation. And until next time, take good care of your mind, body, and spirit. Bye.